The Indonesian archipelago, a tapestry of islands and cultures, has a rich and diverse history that spans centuries. This region witnessed the rise of powerful kingdoms that shaped its cultural and political landscape. Among these were the illustrious kingdoms of Sunda and Majapahit, each leaving an indelible mark on history. Both kingdoms flourished in the 14th century, a period marked by significant cultural and economic development. Sunda, located in western Java, was renowned for its maritime prowess and seafaring capabilities. Its ships sailed across the seas, engaging in extensive trade of spices, gold, and other treasures, establishing a vast network of commerce. The Sundanese people were not only skilled sailors but also exceptional artisans and artists, known for their intricate crafts and vibrant art. They held a deep reverence for nature, worshipping its bounty and integrating it into their daily lives and spiritual practices. Their culture was vibrant and full of life, celebrated through colorful festivals, traditional dances, and music. Meanwhile, in East Java, the Majapahit Empire rose to prominence, becoming a dominant force in the region. Under the reign of the wise King Hayam Wuruk and his trusted advisor, the formidable Gajah Mada, Majapahit expanded its influence far and wide. Gajah Mada's ambition was clear and unwavering: to unite all of Nusantara, the Indonesian archipelago, under Majapahit rule, creating a unified and powerful empire. This grand ambition would have far-reaching consequences, influencing the course of history in the region for generations to come. King Hayam Wuruk, a wise and just ruler, sought a queen. His gaze fell upon the renowned beauty, Dyah Pitaloka, Princess of Sunda. He sent a proposal of marriage to the Sunda court. This proposal was a gesture of peace and goodwill. It held the promise of uniting the two kingdoms. Gajah Mada, the ambitious Mahapati of Majapahit, saw an opportunity. He insisted that Sunda submit to Majapahit as a vassal state. This demand was a blatant power play, a betrayal of the spirit of Hayam Wuruk's proposal. The Sunda king, deeply offended by Gajah Mada's demand, refused to be subjugated. However, to honor the king's proposal and maintain peace, he agreed to send his daughter, Princess Dyah Pitaloka, to Majapahit. She would travel with a small contingent of loyal warriors. This journey, intended as a diplomatic mission, would become a fateful voyage. Upon their arrival in Bubat, a Majapahit port, the Sundanese delegation was met with suspicion and hostility. Gajah Mada's influence poisoned the air. He saw the Sundanese arrival not as guests, but as a conquered people. The Bubat bloodbath, a clash of pride and misunderstanding. Gajah Mada, the powerful and ambitious prime minister of the Majapahit Empire, was driven by his vision of unifying the archipelago under Majapahit rule. In his quest for dominance, he demanded that the Sunda princess be presented as a tribute, a symbol of submission to Majapahit's authority. The proud Sundanese, deeply rooted in their traditions and honor, saw this demand as an affront to their dignity. They refused to bow down to what they perceived as an act of humiliation. The Sundanese were resolute in their stance. They would not compromise their dignity or the honor of their princess, even in the face of overwhelming pressure. What began as a diplomatic misunderstanding quickly escalated into a violent confrontation. The tension between the two sides boiled over, leading to a brutal and bloody conflict. The outnumbered Sundanese warriors, led by the valiant father of Dyah Pitaloka, fought bravely against the superior Majapahit forces. Despite their courage, they were vastly outnumbered and outmatched. The battle raged fiercely in the heart of Bubat, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The ground was stained crimson with the blood of the fallen, a testament to the ferocity of the conflict. Dyah Pitaloka, witnessing the carnage and the loss of her people, made a heart-wrenching decision. She chose death over dishonor, taking her own life to preserve her dignity and that of her kingdom. Her tragic suicide became a powerful symbol of Sunda's resistance against Majapahit's dominance. Dyah Pitaloka's legacy lived on as a martyr for her people's honor and pride. Her father, heartbroken and filled with rage, continued to fight valiantly until his last breath. His sacrifice, along with that of his daughter, became a poignant reminder of the high cost of pride and misunderstanding. The bitter aftermath, broken trust and a kingdom's sorrow. The Battle of Bubat ended in a Pyrrhic victory for Majapahit. Though they won the battle, the cost was immense, and the consequences were far-reaching. Gajah Mada achieved his goal of subjugating Sunda, but at what cost? The victory came with a heavy price, leaving the kingdom in turmoil. The victory left a bitter taste. The soldiers, though triumphant, were haunted by the memories of the bloodshed and the lives lost. The bloodshed shattered any hope of a peaceful union. The dream of a harmonious alliance between the two kingdoms was now a distant memory. News of the massacre reached King Hayam Wuruk. He was devastated. The king, who had hoped for unity, now faced the grim reality of a fractured realm. His dream of unity lay in ruins. The vision of a united kingdom, once so close, was now shattered beyond repair. The love he held for Dyah Pitaloka turned into grief and regret. The loss of his beloved princess weighed heavily on his heart, filling him with sorrow. The aftermath of the Bubat War was bleak. The once thriving kingdom now lay in ruins, a shadow of its former glory. Relations between Sunda and Majapahit were poisoned. The trust that once existed was now replaced by deep-seated animosity and mistrust. The Sundanese people, devastated by the loss of their princess and warriors, harbored deep resentment towards Majapahit. The wounds of the battle ran deep, and the scars would last for generations. Echoes in history the enduring legacy of the Bubat War. The Bubat War cast a long shadow over Indonesian history. It became a tale whispered through generations, a reminder of the devastating consequences of pride and ambition. The war's impact resonated in literature, music, and oral traditions. The tragic love story of Hayam Wuruk and Dyah Pitaloka became a popular theme, immortalized in poems and songs. Even today, the Bubat War serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the fragility of peace and the importance of dialogue. It highlights the dangers of unchecked ambition and the enduring power of cultural identity. Lessons from the ashes, the price of power, and the path to peace. The Bubat War stands as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. It highlights the dangers of sacrificing diplomacy and understanding at the altar of ambition. The pursuit of power, devoid of empathy and respect, leads only to destruction. The lessons of Bubat are timeless. They urge us to choose dialogue over violence, empathy over aggression. They remind us that true strength lies not in domination, but in unity and understanding. Let the memory of the Bubat War guide us towards a future where peace and harmony prevail.